Good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. I've never had you on the show before, so I gotta ask, what got you into MMA?
What got me into MMA? A bunch of my friends were already into it, and after wrestling, I got a call from Greg Jones. He's currently the wrestling coach at Hard Knocks 365, but was the coach at Black Zillions, and asked me if I wanted to come down and fight, and I said yeah, and that basically kickstarted the career.
Outside of wrestling, had you any like martial arts experience before?
I was a pretty good street fighter. I'm undefeated. But I did a little bit of Muay Thai, probably like 2 or 3 months. But no, not really. Wrestling's my main background, so uh, I started off with just wrestling.
And I see like a lot of your stuff with software development.
Absolutely.
That's so cool. What got you into software development?
So I wanted to build this app in college, and pretty much I went to uh, one of our professors and who worked in the software engineering field, uh, and he basically told me like either you're gonna have to learn how to code or you're gonna have to pay somebody a shit ton of money to build it. And pretty much like I had went to him to help me build it, and like once he told me that, I kind of just had this like, you know what, fuck you, I'll learn how to code and build it myself attitude. So that basically got me into software development. I wanted to switch my major in college, but then I would have been ineligible to wrestle because some of my credits wouldn't have transferred. So I kind of just picked it up once I started fighting. I had a lot of free time, and it was train code, So that pretty much got me like basically to where I'm at this point, where I'm spending 6 to 8 hours a day coding and building different things.
Working on anything cool at the minute with coding, or?
Yeah, I'm working on an app. It's going to be called Safe House. Uh, that's about all I can say right about now until I cross my T's and dot my I's. But I'm working on some apps, and I think that the first app that I will release will be the idea that I had while I was in college, and that will be you know I'll release that within in the next 18 to 24 months. So that will be that'll be the first thing that I put out there into the universe.
Sounds cool. And you made your Bellator debut and won like knockout of the year. Crazy. Do you kind of feel like having a big knockout like that puts you under any kind of pressure?
There's never pressure, man. There's never pressure. One or two things are gonna happen. I'm gonna go out there and hurt him, or he gonna, it's either kill or be killed. You know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It ain't like it's a street fight where if you get knocked out, you don't know if the guy's gonna stop or anything like that. Like there's a ref there, man. So it's a sport. It's you win, you lose. We love winning, we hate losing, so we do everything to prepare not to lose. But um, yeah, there's never any pressure at all with it.
And outside of fighting, you do the coding. Anything else cool, or
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
outside of fighting and coding, do you do anything else cool?
Do I do anything else cool? I don't know, man. I don't know what you consider cool. Uh, I used to landscape. I used to landscape for basically, I don't know, 12, 13 years. So I can build patios, flower beds, walkways, you name it, I can do it. Drive dump trucks. Uh, I'm a wrestling coach. Uh, I'm kind of a jack of all trades and a master of a few. So I do a lot of different things, but it's all basically based around fighting.
Yeah. And around fighting, do you have any long-term goals?
Oh, I'm about to win this featherweight tournament and be the champ for about a couple years, but that's the only goal that I have in mind right now as far as fighting is concerned. It'd be nice to fight, you know, do an entire career in Bellator, go completely undefeated, and defend my belt for a couple years, and then hang it up. By then, I should have 7 or 8 apps bringing in, maybe $1 million a nap a year. I'm just throwing it out in the universe, but that's the goal, man. The goal is to get in, fight, create a legacy for myself, and then after that, make sure that I have something in the back pocket that allows me to retire comfortably.
Yeah. And second, when do you think you'll be fighting again? $1 million question.
No, I know. I know when I'm fighting. I just can't announce until they announce. But
Oh,
the card that I am fighting on has already been announced. So that gives you, I can give you that much. You're the only person that gets that. So the card that I am going to fight on next has been announced already. So uh, I'm just waiting for an opponent or um, for the opponent to sign a contract. I really don't know. But as of yesterday, I should be fighting on a card that's already been announced.
good timing for the interview then.
Yeah, yeah, definitely good time for an interview.
And outside of Bellator, is there anyone particularly you would love to fight?
Not really, man. There's no one that I would love to fight just from the simple fact that I train with at the Black Zillions. When you think about it, all the guys that I've trained with some superstars, some studs. So there's nobody that's like, oh my god, I would just love to fight this guy. Like, no, not really. If I'll fight whoever, as long as the money's right. I'm a businessman. I'm all about the money. So if it's $1 million, not $1 million fight, but you know what I mean, it's a multi-million-dollar fight, then I love to take a fight like that. I'd fight a Floyd or somebody like that. That would be the only person that I'd be like, oh man, I'm excited to fight. Uh, it'd be something in a different realm, a superstar in a different realm. But as far as MMA is concerned, whoever want it can get it.